What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Spike NFC North podcast. My name is Lex, representing the Green Bay Packers, joined by Mr. Kareem Reed of the Philadelphia Eagles. We got Mr. Axel Roy, representing the New Orleans Saints. Also joined by Mr. Vontae Crowder, representing the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, Week 5 is crazy. The Packers had a bye, but I believe somebody didn't put belt to ass this week. So, Mr. Kareem Reed, what the fuck happened to the Philadelphia Eagles?
Man, we keep it sweet and simple, man. We got outplayed. I mean, I ain't gonna take nothing away from them. You know, like I told James when James was telling me about, the Rams losing. It's the NFL, man. You can't come out there and play mediocre ball. And that's Absolutely. What we did. Big time plays. We make big time plays. We finally got our pass offense going. Loved it. Loved every second of it. But every time we had a big time play, flag. One of our offensive linemen are moving. One of them are downfield. It's just every time we need it. We didn't have a lot of penalties. Well, we had a good amount of penalties, but it wasn't terrible. But they were doing necessary. They were going on an important part of the game when we could not afford them to have. Also, the referee.
This was a home game for you guys, right? It was a home game, right?
It was. Yeah.
Refereeing has been trash. For every game, every team.
Shit. Yeah, fucking dumbass calls, but it is what it is. When you, like Lavon said to me, when you put it in the referee's hand, they're going to fuck you every time. So, yeah, he's right. Yeah. And that's what we did. We left it up to the referees. And they fucked us. So, yeah. We can't. I've been screaming, pass, and now we got it. But for some odd reason, Kevin Petula, even though this is an NFL team, he doesn't believe that we could do two things at the same time. So I yelled pass, they start passing and just stop running. I'm like, okay. So now, he has to find his balance. Am I sold on him? Absolutely fucking not. Kelly Ringo, I'm not sold on him at all. I don't know what the fuck we're going to do for our other side corner. Mm-hmm. But we got some. I believe we need to sit down two of our offensive linemen, because they're hurt, and this part of our season, it's pretty easy. We got the Giants, then we got the Vikings, then we got the Giants again, then we go into a bye week. So I'm like,
then you come to Green Bay after that, I'm pretty sure.
We do,
yeah.
And I really want them two to be healthy.
But a few weeks off could be good for them. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I believe we need to do that. Are they going to do that? Who the fuck knows? I doubt it, but yeah, it's looking real ugly for us right now. It's crazy because we talked about it in the preseason. We talked about injury in the preseason, though.
I've been saying it on
I was like,
I was like,
I'm not worried about it. And as soon as I said it, of course, the three, it's actually three of them. The three linemen, our star linemen, are fucking hurt. And they're trying to play through it, and it's actually affecting us worse than them if we just kind of let them kick it and heal up.
Mm.
But
so, Kareem, we've been talking a lot about offensive line. I didn't get a chance to watch every play of the game. Obviously, on the show, you've had your gripes about Adoree Jackson. What did you see from the Eagles' defense that game? Do you think that contributed to the loss? Do you think it was lack of consistency on both sides of the ball? What's your take?
You know what's funny? Our defense contributed to the loss, but not in the way of they played bad. It was more of last week at Tampa, we sent them out on that field. I think they had like 2-minute breaks. We was going 3 and out every time we touched the ball in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
They played through that and won us the game. We did that again to them again. And you can't keep doing that to your defense. I don't care how young your defense is. Mm-hmm. You keep putting them back on the field right after they come off the field, especially in this part of the season where it's fucking hot still.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, you gonna burn them out, and I feel like that's what's happening now. The whole Kelly Ringo thing, he didn't do terrible, but looking at the defense that we had last year compared to this year, it's just our corners are just. We have two great corners in Gene and Quinyon Mitchell, but that second spot corner. It's just he's just not. We don't have anybody there. We got Kelly Ringo, Adoree Jackson, Michael Bennett, I believe his name is. All three of them are mediocre at best. I mean, they get the job done sometimes, but most of the time QBs are picking on them. And not only that,
Go ahead. Finish it. Let me interrupt you.
I believe that's why I said we got out coached a little bit too. I believe Vic Fangio, which I still stand by him, but he just he was going up against Sean Payton, one of the best coaches to ever coach ball, offensive coaches, and we made some really weird decisions. Like 3rd and 15, we blitzed. Sutton sits right next to the fucking first down and gets it. I'm like, bro, why did you just blitz on 3rd and 15? That didn't even make sense. And I think he did it like twice.
Damn.
I'm like, why are we doing this on 3rd and 15? Like, what are we doing right now? And I mean, like I said, he's a great defensive coach, but I feel like that was just a lapse in coaching, honestly. Because I'm like, why was that the call?
It's funny that you say that because I feel like, excuse me, guys, I'm sorry, I'm eating. I feel like as far as we've talked about in the show, we always say that around week 4, week 5, you know the identity of your team. And one of the things I've noticed throughout the season is that it seems like this is the point of the season where niggas are starting to experiment just a little bit. Not necessarily in a positive way. I mean, like, we look at, the Packers, Cowboys game from last week. There was a lot of things going on defensively that didn't really work for us at all. There was a lot of things offensively that were working for them. I think that people are kind of starting to come in and switch out, maybe add the extra spies to the formations and stuff. But not Kareem, I completely understand your sentiment, dude. Like I said, any given Sunday, sometimes coaches lack of judgment. And like I said, Sean Payton is definitely one of those coaches in the NFL where, dude, you never know what he's thinking. He's the absolute snakiest coach in the NFL. And I think that he's got good things going with Bo Nix. You know what I mean? Like, I know that as far as that Broncos team, they needed, Bo is coming along. And I think that this is one of those wins that the Broncos really needed. This is something, you guys came close to, doing some couple clutch wins last season. This is the one kind of put you over the edge. We'll see if they're able to roll that momentum in the next week. Kareem, you got anything else you want to add, though? Before we move on?
No.
You guys got anything? Go ahead, Vontae.
I just wanted to say, like, we all trying to tell Kareem it's just like the way y'all been winning. Like you always say, a dub is a dub, and that's what it looked like on the record chart. But it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
And if y'all,
I said that personally.
If y'all play calling defense too, because you stress it every week. Y'all definitely got questions to answer on defense, but that offense, if y'all can't figure out that balance that you say y'all need, y'all repeat where?
Not this year, it won't be.
No.
Well, like I said, it's still early in the season. We'll see what the Eagles turn into. But since you spoke, Mr. Vontae Crowder, Dallas Cowboys got a win over the New York Jets, man. How'd you feel about that one,
bro? I felt pretty good about it. Like, our defense is like half and half. They played okay for like half the game. Then they started letting up some plays. But it was like, granted, I don't ever want to see them let up those big plays, period. It was like after the game was already won pretty much. So it wasn't really... I was happy with what I saw with the defense up until like towards the end of the game when they let up a few scores. Because the Jets got an offense that can do numbers. They got every position. The quarterback is there. They got a line, the running back, wide receivers. They got it. So y'all see what's been happening to us. I was almost for certain they was going to let Justin Fields go bananas on us.
Yeah.
And we did a pretty good job containing their offense. So, good signs. Still not fully impressed, but it's better defense than we've seen. And, one game at a time, like we all say. Dak in the offense is doing what they do. I'm never surprised by what I see from them, especially with the running game. Especially with the running game being there again. That was our biggest downfall last year. I mean, of course, not having Dak, but having absolutely no running game. I think I said it before. We had like only 2 20-yard rushes last year.
Yeah.
We done blew that out the water this year. That running game has opened up the offense so Dak can do what he do best. So I'm not surprised we averaging 30-plus points a game. That's no surprise to me. Axel just asked me earlier, how do I feel about Dak being, top 3 right now in the MVP race? I know it's still early. I'm not surprised because, like I was saying before he got hurt, he was runner-up for MVP. So it's like if Dak gets the protection and the run game to help open up the offense, If he got that, that can be a problem for a lot of teams.
And dude, Dak
he's showing
is playing
that now.
some fucking ball, bro. He's playing ball. I'm not gonna lie. After the intense discussion we had on the other show a couple weeks ago, like, dude, he's locked in.
I mean, I'm not seeing nothing from Dak that I haven't seen that's surprising me, but I will say that with his stats and how long he's been the QB1, he's now at that point like every other Cowboys QB where it's like, okay, now it's time to put up or shut up. And I know he hears those conversations. Now he's healthy and he's fucking balling his ass off, trying to let niggas know that contract is worth every dollar. And we just need the defense to follow suit. So hopefully they can build off the little bit of momentum they had this week. But, even though Carolina's trash, I hope we dominate them because that's
what needs to happen. That's exactly what needs to happen.
They need to see themselves dominate somebody. Don't matter what the skill level is, they need to see themselves dominate somebody so they know they can do it. We had a few sacks. We ain't had too many sacks in the beginning of the year. We got a couple sacks against the Jets. So, small improvements, man. Small improvements. I like what I saw, but
honestly,
it can still be better.
I like that for you guys, too. As much as I hate the Dallas Cowboys, I do like to see that you guys are overcoming adversity, especially with the loss of Michael Parsons, I think that a lot of people thought that you guys were just going to be completely dog shit. We're expecting you like a 6-11 team. Obviously, Schottenheimer, and this is another thing I want to talk to you about. Actually, we'll get to the Saints in just a minute. But, dude, Schottenheimer is actually coaching some football. I'm honestly, I didn't know who the fuck he was, but this man's actually starting to put it together, especially defensively.
The nigga's been in the league for almost 30 years, never heard of him.
Yeah.
Heard of his dad, didn't know he had a son coaching in the league, but he calling them plays, man. He calling them plays. Like I said, we just need the defense to follow suit, man.
That's exactly where I was going to take it. How'd you feel about Eberflus' defense last week?
Like I said, improvement, but
because the Jets aren't a bad offense. They're not a bad offense.
That's what I'm saying. I'm under the impression that we finna follow suit and give up another 300 plus passing yards. That wasn't the case.
Yeah,
we gave up a little bit of ground, but not enough, obviously, for them to compete for real. Because score-wise, game-wise, it really wasn't competition. But that was just poor play, poor coaching on the Jets' part because they have a way better team than what showed up against the Cowboys. They have a way better team than what we played. So, like I said, I saw improvement in the defense. Like I said, we got a couple sacks, which is something that we haven't seen from the Cowboys the first 4 weeks. So, improvement. But again, I want to see them dominate through a whole 4 quarters. Like mid-third quarter to the end of the game, they started giving up points.
Yeah.
And like I said, granted, we already scored 30 plus. They got to try to catch up, but you don't want to give no team that momentum to feel like they can come back. So that's why I said I want to see them dominate a game from the first snap to the last. But it was definitely an improvement.
Yeah.
From getting torched for 350 plus every game, it didn't happen this game. So
that's positive.
That's improvement for me. And I'll take that for now.
All right, hell yeah. All right, so with that being said, we'll go back to a little bit of things. And I got some special topics to talk about at the end of the show. Mr. Axelrod. Hold on, turn the camera off, turn it back on real quick. Excuse me one sec. There he goes. Mr. Axelrod. Them New Orleans Saints got a dub.
Who that? Who that?
Give me a rundown. Tell me what happened, brother.
So, if you've been paying attention to the show so far, I just want to shout out our sponsor, Kinetic, a Windstream. Service is trash. Shout out to my hotspot, Verizon. You're killing it.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, I'll start with the easy thing. Spencer Rattler did about the same he's always been doing. Nothing super too crazy. He's being somewhat consistent. Did throw a nice dime to Rashid Shaheed. 80-something yards. That was a pretty one.
It was.
But honestly, hats off to our defense more than anything.
Hell yeah.
5 turnovers.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Dart had one just just dropped the ball. He just butterfingered one. Cam fell on that.
That dart fumble was bad too. It was.
He had a strip, I think, on Scatabo that literally got returned for a fumble recovery touchdown for like 80-something yards. Yeah. Kool-Aid, my man Kool-Aid with 2 picks. Like just nasty on the defense. It was awesome for me to watch.
Hell yeah, bro.
Kind of brought back the days when the Saints defense used to like always. They started the trend of running to the end zone and like doing the mob like photos and everything. Like it felt good. And as a Saints fan, I think every other Saints fan, like, God, man, I needed that.
Hell yeah,
so bad.
Hell yeah, bro.
I follow this girl on Instagram. She's a Saints fan. Every week, she posts these little crying memes. And then this week, she posted a picture of Alvin Kamara smiling, showing the grill. And she don't say nothing. She just posts a picture. I was like, yeah, good for y'all.
Hell yeah.
No, it was great, man. It's good to see the team come together. Like watching the after game speech that Belmore did in the locker room. It was awesome to see like the team like show so much care for him too. Like he's giving his kudos and his props to everyone that balled out. And the team like Kamara stopped everyone before he tried to end it. And he's like, hey. Let's give one more for, Kellen Moore getting his first win as the Saints head coach. And like the whole locker room erupted, which is amazing because there's so much that goes on behind the scenes with every head coach. Oh, he sucks because of this. Oh, they don't respect him. Oh, they're just throwing the game. That's why they're this and this. It's like, it just felt good to see like the whole team actually show that they care about someone. Because I know Kellen Moore, he's been offensive coordinator forever. But like at the end of the day, you don't become a college quarterback. You don't become an NFL quarterback. You don't become an offensive quarterback literally the year after you retire. You don't win a Super Bowl unless the locker room loves and respects you.
Absolutely. And I've talked about that on the show.
That was finally shown.
Yeah. Honestly, and that's another
really
thing, too.
good.
Like, this is one of those moments, actually, that you guys can use to build off of. Just like I told Lavon Lane in this show, I don't remember if it was last week or the week before, like, the post-game celebrations are a really good indicator of the morale of your team. Especially when you guys start off 0-4. There's so many questionables and variables going into the season. Obviously, Kellen Moore is a reputable offensive coordinator, like you said. But, like I said, this is when teams are made. And even if you're not in playoff contention, you can still fuck some people out of their playoff seeding. And I think that that's a huge thing for you guys moving forward, Axel. But I do have a question for you, Axel. Now, it's one of those things where I've been thinking about it long term. Rattler finally had a good game, like a game where you seem like he was a little bit more poised. Do you think that you guys' strategy changes as you guys progress in the season, or do you think you're just settling into an offense that works?
I think we're slowly settling into things. You'll also see like Kamara's touches have actually gone down a little bit, but we're actually starting to see the increase of Kendra Miller, who I think leads the league in elusiveness rating, however they judge that or something. So far this year, he's averaging almost 5 yards a run, which is amazing because literally the first like 2-3 years he's been in the league, he's played 5 games. He's been on IR almost all the time. Yeah. So it's great to finally see this first round draft pick or second round draft pick that we did all these years ago finally doing something. And he literally plays just like a younger version of Kamara, which is amazing to watch because we've had Kamara for a long time and like it's the NFL, running backs don't last forever. I know Kamara is not going to have much longer. Kamara maybe has, I can't even remember when his contract's up, but he might have maybe one more, maybe a 2-year at most in him at the end of this. But I honestly think like just, that last few pushes to get like Demario Davis, Cam Jordan, Kamara, Brandon Cooks, like get the people, the OGs in the building, like get them the ring. It's just kind of a thing, whether that's this year, which I don't really think will be the case. I think there's still a lot to build on and we're missing some pieces. But I think we're going in the right direction. We're getting a grasp of what needs to happen and the way that the plan needs to go. And we're seeing that happen. Definitely Brandon Staley's like defensive scheme is definitely coming into effect too. I mean, after 5 turnovers, like how can you say that was not? I mean, I get it's rookie on quarterback and rookie on running back, but it's like still like 5 turnovers in the NFL is insane.
It's impressive.
So,
it's impressive, dude.
It's just everywhere up. We just got to keep going up, learn what we can do better. I am fully still in like rebuild mode in my head. Really, really hope that Loomis doesn't decide to like make some crazy trades and bring in somebody for no reason and give away draft capital, because I'd rather just keep drafting young talent and bringing them in, and maybe next year, the year after, kind of like do things. My opinion, if like for some odd reason we make the playoffs this season, that is a W in my book for the season. But we're just getting the system, learn what we can, and try and mess up people that have high hopes. So I mean, it wasn't until the fourth quarter that we really lost it against the Bills. We were tied and pretty close with them until the fourth quarter.
It was a good game to watch. So, obviously, the Bills are trending down. We'll talk more about them. Kareem, you had something you wanted to say?
Yeah, actually, how much to give back Kellen Moore? How much y'all need? What y'all want? Because I, for the life of me, didn't know
back.
where our offensive
Shit,
I didn't know where he went, and then I'm like,
need to do to get him back.
He's in the fucking Saints. I'm like, he's the Saints head coach. Holy fuck. Yeah, we want him back because Kevin Petula, he just ain't doing it.
All right, I got you.
Y'all are all fighting over Kellen Moore right now. It's crazy.
The boys want him back.
I got an offer.
He should have been our head coach.
I got an offer for you. You can have Chase Young, Blake Groupie, and Kellen Moore, and I'll take Lorenzo Carter, AJ Brown, and whoever else kicker is.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let me get back to you on that.
We need a fantasy show. We all need to be GMs. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Have like an Apple. We all have GMs.
I was just telling them. I was like, bro, the fantasy shit is so wild. How you just never know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Bullshit,
you got a beast of a team.
Imagine if all the GMs actually did a podcast like this.
Dude, it'd be
like
crazy.
Something like that. They're like, you want to know what? Let's trade him right now. All of a sudden,
fuck yeah! Hey, bro, write up the contract.
And Adam Schefter just like, y'all won't believe what they just did.
That'd be super dope.
I low-key might make that trade. God damn it! I don't know. To get Kellen Moore back, I low-key might make that trade. I don't know.
I don't think Kellen Moore wants back in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? But no, guys, we're gonna take a brief intermission. We're gonna come back, talk about some current events, and then move on to our Week 6 matchups. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back to NFC Spike Podcast. So, the AFC is in fucking turmoil, all right? The Baltimore Ravens are getting decimated without Lamar Jackson. Did you guys get a chance to see that shit? It was abysmal.
I turned it on a little bit, but I turned it on, but turned it off.
It was so fucking bad. Then last night, the Kansas City Chiefs lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars?
The Jags are actually kind of nice this year, ain't gonna lie.
Bro, the Jaguars are 4-1. Like, what the fuck is happening, dude? Like, I don't know. This is unprecedented for me. Travis Hunter made one of the craziest catches last night, too. Like, that catch was fucking diabolical, bro. Like, and honestly, the ending of the game, at least from my perspective, just looked like the Chiefs defense just gave the fuck up. Like, you guys let Trevor Lawrence fall down, get up, and then run it twice.
No, he fell twice.
He fell twice. Really?
Twice in the same play.
That's fucking crazy, bro. That's a complete testament to a lack of drive.
Nobody got a hand on him?
Nothing.
You don't even
just tripped up.
Just get a hand on him.
Yeah, and it's crazy to me to think because, like, as far as the AFC is concerned, dude, the hierarchy of who's doing well is, like, ridiculous. The Buffalo Bills lost to the New England Patriots. Like, Drake May out here coming into his own. Now, here's my question, guys. Do you think that as far as these AFC teams that are getting these crazy upsets, I mean, the Jacksonville Jaguars being 4-1, nobody saw that coming. Like, nobody saw that coming. Sure, they made some good pickups in the draft, but, dude, what do you guys think it is? Do you think that certain people just believe certain coaches are taking weaker opponents for granted? Like, do you guys have any insight into that? Because, like, literally, I've been trying to analyze it, at least from, like, an outside perspective, because, no, I haven't watched every snap of all these games, but it's super crazy to think about. Kareem, what you think, man? Also, before you do that, we haven't done it. Let's have a little spike right here, bro. You know, we haven't done it. I ain't drank with y'all in a minute. Yep, there we go. Bloop. Cheers.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All right, go ahead.
Now I'm young, so I don't know. I'm not, of every team. I don't know the history of every team. Mm-hmm. But from my watching football, the AFC kind of ran it for a good while. They had a lot of Super Bowl champs coming out of their conference. And now I feel like the NFC has now we have all the newer coaches. We have all the, well, not newer, younger coaches. Mm-hmm, sure. We drafted and put money. I'm talking about all the NFC teams. Mm-hmm. Drafted, put money into our teams to start to compete with the AFC. Because if from what I remember, first it was like the Patriots dynasty. Mm-hmm. Then it was like I remember the Colts had it for a little while. Then
the Chiefs started.
Then the Chiefs became the dynasty, and I feel like for a good long while the AFC had it, and the NFC had to catch up.
Yeah.
And I'm just talking about from my generation of me watching football.
Yeah.
And I feel like now we have like the younger coaches coming in with newer stuff. Like Eagles coming in with the tush push from Sirianni and whoever. And Green Bay, and you guys coming in, spending money, getting Micah, Jordan Love, just putting money into our teams. And even Dallas, Dallas has always kind of been a dynasty, and they had it before. But even now, their running game is back up. Dak is back healthy. Mm-hmm. Like, just things, putting money into our teams that now we compete with them. And now in the AFC, a lot of the older coaches are leaving. They're retiring, or for some odd reason, they're going to go coach college football.
Yeah.
The players, they're just not drafting like they used to. Mm-hmm. Some of the who were we saying in the beginning of the season, the culture of the team.
Yeah, they're trying to change
some of these younger guys. Some of these younger guys are not coming in, listening to some of these older coaches, and they're trying to get their culture on what the team's going to be. And it's hard because now these guys are coming out of college already making $30 million, $4 million. They already had the money. They still acting like they in college.
Yeah.
Getting arrested, driving the cars too crazy. And it's just a lot. But I just feel like right now, the NFC, the dynasties of the NFC are starting to be built again.
Yeah.
From, I don't know what it was back in the day, but like I said, from me watching football, it was always the AFC. Teams coming out of the AFC with the Super Bowl. Yeah. Especially when Tom was there.
Yeah.
So it was like, what I mean?
It was crazy. And that's nothing to us. I think that honestly, every team, at least in the past, I'll say 3 or 4 seasons, has been forced to adapt their mindset and their scheme to accommodate for a lot of these younger new guys. Possibly the craziest trade that fucked up the NFC was the Giants giving you guys Saquon. Like, that was something that was like really, nigga?
Made no sense.
Yeah, it's like, how the fuck? Like, zero sense. Zero
Never
sense.
trade in your division.
Yeah, like,
you want to know, real quick.
Somehow we do that almost on the regular.
Mm-hmm. Literally on the regular. Yes.
So much.
But I remember when they were talking about letting Saquon go. My homie called me. He like, "Yo, we gonna get Saquon." I'm like, bro, we ain't got the money to pay Saquon. We ain't getting no fucking Saquon. I forget what player I wanted them to go and get. Mm-hmm. I think it was fucking it was a corner. I forget his name for some odd reason.
Okay.
It was a corner I wanted us to go get. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, I want them to go get him. Like, that's who I want. And then he called me like a week later. It's like, yo, we just got Saquon. I'm like, what? Bro, it's like, nah, the Giants ain't that dumb. Mm-hmm. And he was like, bro, we just got Saquon. I'm like, yo, that's insane. I didn't know that they were talking that much shit like when all them videos came out, them saying like, "Oh no, we can get somebody better than Saquon." Saquon was like, "Wow." So I'm like, what?
Saquon was never washed, dude. He was running behind a trash-ass O-line, dude. The Giants' O-line is still some of the worst in football.
He was literally their only weapon.
Bro, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe they was talking like that. I couldn't believe they made that decision. It was crazy.
And speaking of the Giants, too, you could talk about that. Dude, that same shit quarterback, Daniel Jones, is balling in Indiana right now, bro.
Well, I'm not saying that he's a shit quarterback, but he was shit.
Yeah.
Uniform.
I think that it was literally
the franchise is shit.
Yeah, literally, that organization is dog shit. Because if you look at all the players who've been traded away from them, dude, you guys got Saquon, Daniel Jones going to the Colts. We got McKinney. I think he had fucking 7 picks in the first 7 games last season. Like, all these players do better. And, Jackson Dart, the only reason why he's playing football is because Dable was trying to save his fucking job. Like, let's be real. He needed somebody to come in here and shake things up.
Jackson's not helping.
He's not helping, but you know what? I will say Jackson Dart off the field is a very entertaining motherfucker, dude. That tweet he made with dude's girlfriend before he beat that shit was crazy, bro. And I love to see it too. I love to see that shit. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Monte.
I was going to just go back to the Bills and the Ravens. What I think it is kind of piggybacking off what Kareem was talking about, how not even, well, I guess mostly in the NFC, because right now the AFC as a whole is looking terrible. So I'm going to say a little bit of what Kareem said, like, yeah, teams on the NFC are definitely improving and making the necessary changes and picks and trades and pickups to compete, because the AFC, the Chiefs have been running shit, and the Bills have been always in fucking Super Bowl talk, Ravens, all that. But it's like, while the other teams on the other side are progressing and making changes, the Bills, the Ravens, the Chiefs, I mean, every team gets some new players every year. That's inevitable. But for the most part, those cores are the same.
Yeah.
And those times may have passed.
Yeah.
Buffalo has been a fucking steamrolling team for the last 4 years, 5 years almost. That time has passed. Fucking Baltimore, same thing.
They've never beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Has passed.
Never beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Their time has passed. And the Chiefs, they already got their hardware, but their time has passed. It's just those teams that were in that hierarchy of the AFC that everybody thought was going to be the ones to automatically compete every year. If the core is the same, not a whole lot's changing. Everybody can learn to adapt to how y'all play football.
Absolutely.
And everybody knows how fucking what's the name, the Bills quarterback name?
Josh Allen.
What's his Josh Allen. Everybody knows how he play. Everybody knows the type of offense he like to run. Same with Lamar. Yeah, he's good on his feet and he's hard to tackle, but we all know their game.
Yeah.
Same with the Chiefs. We all know their game. So it's like, and then a lot of those defenses too, with those teams 3, 4 years, 5 years ago, stellar. The niggas are getting old now.
Yeah.
And they're trying to keep that same core because they were so dominant once upon a time, competing with new, younger offensive lines, newer, younger playmakers on the offensive side. Even the same on the defense. They're keeping their offenses similar. The play style, the core of the players there. But now you got a bunch of young, fast niggas on defense that are stronger and faster and making more plays. They're just not doing anything to keep up with the times. They trying to
win off their legacy game plan versus
and that's over with. That's over with. So that's what I think I'm seeing with them. I tell you, I didn't expect it. It's blowing my mind, especially with the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills, they always been a little inconsistent with me.
Does anybody know the specifics of Lamar's injury by chance? Because I don't.
I think
Achilles,
it's
right?
I think it's just a.
I think it was
If
a
it's
hammy.
Achilles, then he's
I think it
done.
was a
I thought it was a
hammy.
hamstring.
I think it was a hammy, dude. It wasn't an ACL.
I think it's a hamstring.
Yeah, I think it was a hammy or something like that. Yeah, okay.
That's what I think I heard, but yeah, it's just
there's a lot of the teams got a lot of working to do. Andy Reid as the head coach is definitely one of the biggest question marks this season. I'm not seeing, his ability to reunite those guys behind the ball. But speaking of which, let's move on to week 6, if you guys don't mind. Mr. Kareem Reed, the Philadelphia Eagles go up against the New York Giants. What do you want to see from your team?
Go Giants.
Keep it honest.
Go Giants, bro.
Fuck you. I'm gonna keep it honest. I wouldn't mind a loss. I would take one loss for us to sit down our some of our core linemen that are hurt right now, because we can't get a run game up with them just not playing at 100%.
Yeah.
Like two of our main linemen, I'm pretty sure are playing at 45%, and that's just terrible.
Yeah.
Like if you look, I don't have their stats right now, but I'll get them. But I heard them on a couple podcasts that I've been listening to, trying to get my education up. It is bad. Like compared to last season, compared to this season, the pressure that they're giving up, the sacks that we've been giving up, are coming from 3 certain linemen, and it's because they're playing hurt. Yeah. They're playing. One of them is coming off a back surgery, and he's not even full. I believe that Lane Johnson is coming off of back surgery, and he's not even. I don't think he's 100%, and that's okay, because we're human and this is a gladiator sport. But I was just going to say, going off of what Devontae said, I believe that next year, if the Eagles don't have if we don't at least make it to if we don't make it to the Super Bowl, I believe that you're going to see the Eagles in the draft go our first couple picks, our first picks, like our first round picks,
about the trenches,
are going to be linemen.
Yeah, I was going to say, for sure.
Are going to be linemen, because we can't do nothing right now. So honestly, I believe that our second string can beat the New York Giants. One, I'm saying that strictly out of the fact that, one, they don't have neighbors right now.
God, man, that shit fucked me in my fantasy football. Oh my God, it fucked me, dude. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, neighbors is their biggest.
Oh, you beat me. You beat me, didn't you?
Yeah. You beat me. But
it's fine. I beat Axel in my other league, so it's good. I had to get my revenge back, so it's all good.
I'm trash. I'm 1-2.
Nah, James is trash. James is trash. Did he get a dub?
I think he beat James yesterday.
Oh yeah, he got a dub.
He did beat
James won.
Okay. Shout out to James Robinson. Shout out to James.
Yeah. But hopefully.
Also, didn't the Rams lose terribly this week?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure they lost terribly, dude. Like,
I think they did.
Okay, we can talk about that later. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to take I think we can still get a win. Do I think we're gonna ground and pound them? Just no, not with the way our offensive line looks. Yeah. Like we were just talking about. Everybody right now this year has a solid D line. My line is looking hella weak. Everybody's aiming for Saquon. We can't get the goddamn run game started. I mean, unless we just absolutely demolish them through the air. Yeah.
That's the only time. That's the only way I can see us winning. And do I think it's possible? Yes. I don't think that New York has a defense that can stop our air game. But air game, as we've seen right now, we cannot play 4 quarters of passing ball.
Yeah.
As the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say, and I would love to come up here and say, we're going to put belt the ass, but I just can't right now. Offensive line is struggling. It's struggling so bad. So I think we can get a win, but it's going to be one of them ugly wins again. I believe.
Axel's screen pause. He looks so funny. What is? I can't see Axel. Axel's just on the screen like this. Like that's all I see. Like,
I'm flying.
Oh, you're flying. That's what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah, but that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Okay, first off, you didn't say, is that game in at MetLife or?
I think it's in New York.
Because MetLife is the hell of the NFL. I don't want to play there at all. Fuck that stadium, dude. Every time somebody plays there, somebody gets hurt.
ACL
yeah, like fuck that, dude. Get rid of the fucking turf. We can talk about that at another show, but that's a whole nother thing. Nah, he's still looking it up. We'll move on. Mr. Vontae Crowder. Dallas Cowboys go up against them Carolina Panthers. How are you feeling? First off, where's the game? Do you know?
I got on sweats right now, but I wish I could put belt to ass on my fucking shoulder because that's what's about to happen. I think we playing Carolina.
Okay.
Hold on, somebody just texted me. My bad. Yeah, we playing Carolina, I believe, and yeah, I'm not really concerned with them as long as the Cowboys don't do what they do in Cowboy fashion and play down to people's level. We need to steamroll them, even with a mediocre defense. Carolina ain't showed nobody nothing to where we feel like they have any type of firepower that can even get past a mediocre defense, let alone somebody that's like top notch. So I think we're gonna steamroll them. I can never pick a score, but I know we're gonna whip their ass, and that's all I gotta say about that. Short and sweet, baby.
You know, I really do. Like Devontae, you know, this is one of those things where I hate to admit it. The New York Giants, they don't really have any consistency. You know, obviously Jackson Dart had that good win. Who did he beat his first game? I can't remember. Who the fuck was it?
Chargers.
The Chargers, yeah. They had that crazy game against the Chargers. The Chargers were solid in the first couple of weeks. You know, obviously there's a bunch of things going on with Harbaugh there, but you know, with this game being in New York, I don't know. Then the Giants took a terrible loss this past week.
No. When we in New York, he going to Carolina.
I'm sorry, Carolina. Anyways, what I'm saying is, low key, with you guys being on the road, this is a perfect test for you guys.
Boo-boo.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, Carolina is bipolar as fuck. They go from 30-0 against the Falcons to getting cooked the next week. You know, like they're bipolar as fuck.
I forget who their backup running back is. Who is stepping in now? He's not bad, but their RB1 is out. I think.
Chuba.
I don't know how long. He's my running back now, and I still won that fantasy, thank God, even with him getting 0.
You crept back on me, by the way, because I was whipping your ass.
He's out for a little bit, and that's one of those scenarios where they play off both backs.
Yeah.
And if the backup got to play all the snaps, or majority of the snaps, a lot of times that don't really work out.
Yeah, of course.
So if the running back ain't handling his business, I want to say they got that rookie wide receiver. I don't remember his name. I don't even know if he's playing right now. But even if he is, Bryce Young ain't getting him the ball, so I'm not really worried about that. But again,
I don't know.
We've been getting
comeback win.
We've been getting against who?
Miami, but still.
Okay, so we're not worried about that.
Miami,
we're not worried about that at all.
Dude.
As long as we can play similar defense to what we did against the Jets and Dak and our running backs and George Pickett, everybody come in and do what they do, easy win.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. All right, let's move on to our final little section, guys. Mr. Axel Roy. The New Orleans Saints go up against the hot-to-trot New England Patriots. Obviously, Drake May's coming off a very, very impressive win over the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, obviously, the Saints are still trying to get some stuff together. Where is the game, first off, sir?
Yeah, I believe it's in New England.
It's in New England. Okay, so that's interesting. What's your thoughts, man? What are your concerns?
You know, both teams came off of really big W's. Theirs being against the Bills, us being our first one. Momentums are going to be high on both people. I respect the Coach Vrabel. He's a very aggressive, very great players coach. I think he makes players play very confidently and aggressively, especially when he does anything involving his O-line. I mean, watching the videos of him out there pushing his own O-lineman around at practice, it's really cool to see. I'm sure from a player's perspective, when you got your coach out there shoving you the entire practice with you, that's going to put a little bit of it's going to put a little bit of stank on everything that you do. So, I think it's going to be interesting. I think if the defense for the Saints can come out and they can kind of play the same type of thing, I think we have a really good chance. And I mean, honestly, the team that the Patriots just beat in the Bills, we honestly up until the fourth quarter were pretty close with them too. So
the game was deceptively close.
I think there's a good chance. I kind of want to see what direction we take the momentum and whether or not we keep going things. The big thing, honestly, the big player for me to watch is going to be Kool-Aid McKinstry, cornerback. If he can do even anything that resembles what he did this last game, I think it's going to be really, really amazing.
Do you think that they're going to put Kool-Aid on Diggs?
He's QB1. He's CB1.
Yeah, but so that'll be interesting to see, dude. That'll be interesting.
Other thing, whether or not Chase Young's going to be
Diggs had a great game.
Chase Young's back.
Diggs had a great game.
Yeah.
If
Chase Young's back, because he has not played a single game so far this season, if he is finally back, I think that'll be really nice because then he can be our DL1, like the guy what he got paid to do.
Yeah.
And then Cam can be the kind of like come in on the off times and do what he does, but Cam's old.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a legend at New Orleans. He's gonna retire probably after the season or next. So he can't play every snap. Him coming off every 2-3 snaps and coming in there and like giving Chase a break, like that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's what we need. At Carl Granderson, who up until after this week was actually tied for number 1 in the league in sacks. Like we have the pieces. I think the scheme's coming together. I think honestly, I think we have this one. I think we do. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I don't think we're gonna have a high one. I think it's gonna be a really aggressive and gritty, grimy game.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna come down to.
When do you guys play?
I think it's going to come down to who
wins
the running game. I want to say we have a noon game.
I was going to say, so you guys are pretty early in the day, so I might start off watching. Yeah. Actually, I don't know what time the Packers play. I'll look at that afterwards. Anyway, sorry, Axel. I didn't mean to interrupt you, though.
I'm sorry, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Okay, gotcha. Well, dude, that'll definitely be an exciting matchup. I think that there's a lot of things up in the air with all of you guys' teams. Obviously, like Kareem said, the Eagles are trying to work out some passing offense issues, some defensive issues. Cowboys are still kind of tweaking it. Offense seems to be going strong. The Saints are finding their identity on both sides of the ball. But it's interesting. I think that there's definitely a certain, jus de vivre you could take from the essence of the NFC team. Because right now, I don't think that anybody is steamrolling predictions. Like, if we had a pick'em league, we'd all be fucked because certain teams are finally showing up and fucking with it. And we're starting to get to that element of the National Football League, dude. So I think that, honestly, like I said, it's a pleasure to have you guys on the show. But I'm really interested to see the conversations we have next time we get together, which will be very, very, very soon. So with that being said, thank you guys so much to Mr. Kareem Reed of the Philadelphia Eagles, Mr. Axel Roy in a pause stance representing the New Orleans Saints, and then also Mr. Dirty, Devontae Crowder, guys. My name is Lex, representing the Green Bay Packers, and we'll see you guys on the next NFC North or NFC check-in. Have a good night.